So content marketing is a kind of, in a way, it's not a new thing, although everyone's talking about it as a new thing. I always like to say that the last 150 years of marketing has been about broadcasting, shouting at the top of your voice through advertising or direct mail, buy my stuff. And content marketing is really about drawing prospects to you like moths to a flame. And the only way to do that, and this is kind of the most important thing about content marketing, is to understand what those prospects care about. So what we're seeing is this transition in marketing from talking about yourself to talking about what your prospects care about. And the real skill in content marketing is being able to identify what your prospects care about and then marry that to what you do so that you have authority to talk about it. And if you do that, amazingly, what happens is you sell much more effectively. By not talking about yourself, you sell much more effectively than by talking about yourself. And we've seen rates of response, the old way, typical 1% response rate to, say, direct marketing. We've seen 20, 30, 40, even 50% response rates from this kind of new form of inbound, sometimes called inbound content marketing. What's really interesting, I mean, two types of, I always like to think about two types of markets. There's what I call evangelical markets, where what you're doing is something new and nobody else is doing. There you have to talk effectively about how your product is changing your customer's world. But it's in the other area, what I call differentiation-based sectors, that content can often really help. Marketing's great for the content marketing's great for the evangelical side, but it also works in differentiation, because what it allows you to do is to highlight your strengths and deflect your weaknesses. By using content early in the sales cycle, what you can do is shape the argument that the customer or the prospect is thinking about. You can argue, you can present your strengths as the most important thing in the purchase decision, and you can downplay your weaknesses. And if you can get early enough into the sales process, if you can get when the company's kind of kicking tires rather than just at the point of purchase, you can actually start to shape things like the request for quote or the request for information, and people start to write those things in your terms, which kind of rigs the competition. So content marketing can really work in that way.